So I filmed the rest of this video before the murder of George Floyd and the resulting protests in the US and around the world. But I felt like I couldn't upload it without first addressing the whole situation. What happened to George Floyd is not an isolated incident. It is a result of centuries-long, consistent, systematic racism. Now, this isn't just something in the US, this is all around the world. It happens here in Australia, it happens everywhere. I know that I will never understand, and I recognise the privilege in that in itself. But this is a time where we need to raise the voices of Black, Indigenous and people of colour and really listen to them, to educate ourselves and to learn from their lived experiences. We need to work together to break down these systems that are discriminating against and brutalising people based solely on the colour of their skin. Now, I've left resources in the description below for you to check out, and is a great place to start if you want to educate yourself, as I have been doing throughout this time. I just want to finish this by saying that I stand with the Black, Indigenous and people of colour communities around the world, and I promise to work every day towards a world that is safe and equitable for everyone. Hello people of the world, I am Tyler and welcome back to the Unlock Earth YouTube channel. And clearly the birds that are in the background want to say hello because they were quiet until just then. Anyway, I'm really excited to be here today to talk to you about how I'm going completely plastic free in June to help you with your plastic free July. So if you haven't heard of it or you want some clarification on it, essentially it's a global movement where people are encouraged to, for the whole month of July, cut out plastic completely or as much as possible. So in the same way that Dry July people cut out alcohol, in Plastic Free July you cut out plastic. Spending a whole month doing something like this is awesome because it means that you can spend the whole month learning new things and trying different things, and then once it's over you can decide whether you want to keep things into your life or get rid of things from your life. So it's a great way to reassess and reevaluate and see what is going to be best for you on your waste-free and plastic-free journey. So I was thinking that when in the past years I was going to do Plastic Free July, what were the things that I really struggled with? What advice did I want, and what kind of resources was I looking for? And I realised that a lot of people do a recap at the end of the month and maybe a little bit throughout, but by that point people have already finished it and then everything's a year behind. So then when people go to watch the video for the next Plastic Free July, everything's from a whole year ago. So instead what I thought was I would do Plastic Free June and document it and document how I go and what I do and any tips or tricks I have, and that will be helpful for the people on their Plastic Free July journey. So I already know that I want to do a little mini series on food, so how to plan, how to prep, how to shop, that sort of thing. I also know that I'm going to do something on like beauty and hygiene products, but if there's anything beyond that that you would like me to do or cover, please let me know. And I guess that's the main purpose of this little bit of the video, is just to encourage you to comment below or send me a DM on Instagram or something to let me know what would help you in your Plastic Free July journey. So what I really want this series to be is just a way to help people on their everyday lives, but especially during Plastic Free July, because I know it can be overwhelming to go, especially if you're someone who doesn't usually cut back on their waste, like to go from a significant amount of waste to almost no waste. It's going to be really impactful for you. Okay, so as I just said, we're going to be doing Plastic Free June. Now, there needs to be a little bit of preparation for Plastic Free June, so I just want to run through the few things that I'm going to be doing to make sure that I'm fully prepared to use as little plastic as possible. So the first thing that you want to do is a waste audit. Now that means going through and looking at the waste that you're producing and seeing what plastics are in there. Now this might be a little weird. You're going to go through your rubbish, whether you do a week's worth, 2 weeks worth, a month's worth, it's up to you. I think a week's worth is usually pretty good if you collect it up throughout the week and then have a quick look before you pop it in your bin to be picked up by the curbside rubbish. Have a quick look and see what sort of stuff you have in there and what you think you can cut down on, because that's really the most important thing, is finding easy solutions for things that you can cut down plastic on. Now I've already done this, and in doing this I found there are a couple of things where I was using a significant amount of plastic or a little bit more than on other things. So the first thing is food that my family are eating that I kind of eat because it's already been purchased. So stuff like crackers and bread and stuff like that I was using that come in plastic packaging, but I guess I wasn't seeing the issue with that because it was already being bought and I wasn't bringing it into the family. But by consuming it, it means that we're going to keep buying more and keep using the plastic. So I'm going to try and cut down in those areas. Another thing is a lot of beauty products and hygiene products. I'm trying at the moment to go through a lot of my beauty products and see where I can cut down and get rid of them. I've been using up a lot of stuff that I've kept over the years, so there is a little bit more waste. And at the moment I'm actually keeping it all aside because I want to put it into a proper recycling program, which isn't currently available for collection with everything that's going on in the world. So I've just put everything aside, but I think like beauty, so like makeup and stuff like that, is going to be a big area where I've got to cut down in. So those were really the two major things where I had plastic waste in, so food and beauty. So those will be the two that I probably do a few videos on. But when you do your waste audit, like let me know what you struggle with and I will do a video where I look specifically at some other different things. So the first videos that you're going to see from me with Plastic Free June are around food and meal prepping. So keep an eye out for that video, it'll be coming out shortly. So as far as identifying that I needed to cut down on my beauty waste, what I'll also be doing is a review on a completely waste-free, or at least completely plastic-free cosmetics brand called Dirty Hippie Cosmetics. I'm placing an order with them, and this is another reason you want to do your waste audit a little bit early, because you want things to arrive in time or to be able to go out and buy things in time for your Plastic Free July. So those are the two things that I've done in preparation, is do a waste audit and have a look at what I need to replace or what needs to be plastic free. Now, with Plastic Free July and Plastic Free June, which is what I'm doing, it's kind of about reducing rather than completely getting rid of, because it's going to be hard for most people to completely get rid of. Like I said, for me, there were only a few things where I used plastic, so those where I'm going to cut down, but really it's up to you and where you think you can sustainably pull it back without being something where you're feeling really restricted and it's going to be really difficult. Free June for me, it isn't actually, because when this video goes up it will be, but not right now. So I'm doing all the prep right now so that when I start my Plastic Free June, it's going to be super easy and it's going to be a bit of a breeze. So I'll keep you updated on how I go. If you're keen on doing Plastic Free July, make sure you register, and if you register early, you'll get more of the tips and advice. They're sending out lots of info and resources, and having that sort of community atmosphere is a really great thing when you're taking on a challenge like this. I think with a lot of these challenges, people just do them and don't register. It's really important that you register, help get the word out, help spread the word, and make more of an impact on your life. So I hope that this helps you out. Please let me know what you would like to see from me for Plastic Free July. I will see you in the next one. I hope you have a great day.